Is Jennifer Garner caught between two men? John Miller wants distance from Ben Affleck after J.Lo divorce. Jennifer Garner is once again at the center of a complicated dynamic. Only this time, it's not about her past with Ben Affleck, but about how that past continues to affect her present. As Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez finalize their divorce, according to Mail Online, insiders claim that Garner's longtime partner, John Miller, is growing increasingly uncomfortable with her deep involvement in her ex-husband's life. For years, Garner, 52, has been Affleck's rock, helping him through personal struggles and even stepping in as a mediator during his tumultuous marriage to Lopez. But now that the dust has settled on Bennifer 2.0, Miller, 47, reportedly hopes she'll take a step back and finally prioritize their relationship instead. John Miller's silent struggles with Affleck's presence. Miller, the CEO of Cali Group, has long been patient about Garner's bond with Affleck, recognizing that their co-parenting responsibilities will always keep them connected. However, sources close to the businessman claim that he tries to avoid conversations about Affleck entirely, only addressing the topic when Garner or their kids bring it up. John is trying to deal with Ben and Jen's relationship by mostly staying quiet, but it's very hard to do that, a source told DailyMail.com. He knows that Ben has to be around as a father, and he is more than okay with that. But he wants to be the man in the relationship. Despite his respect for Affleck, Miller reportedly struggles with how entwined Garner remains in her ex-husband's personal life, particularly during his latest marriage crisis. Should Garner have been a mediator for Ben and J.Lo? Garner has been widely praised for her steadfast support of Affleck, especially through his battles with alcoholism and personal setbacks. However, insiders say that Miller has questioned why she felt responsible for fixing Affleck's failing marriage to Lopez. When Affleck and Lopez's high-profile romance started unraveling, Garner allegedly stepped in as a marriage counselor of sorts, trying to ease tensions between the Hollywood power couple. But according to sources, Miller was far from pleased with her unofficial role as a mediator. John told Jennifer that it was not her responsibility to fix Ben's issues with his wife, an insider revealed last year, just months before Lopez filed for divorce. That makes no sense to anyone. Now that Affleck's divorce is finalized, Miller is said to be hoping that Garner will shift her focus away from her ex-husband and towards her own well-being and their future together. Affleck still sees Garner as his superwoman. While Miller may want Garner to step back, Affleck seems more reliant on her than ever. According to sources, the Argo actor would drop everything if Garner needed him, as he deeply values her unwavering support over the years. To Ben, Jen is superwoman, an insider shared. She has saved him many times, and there is nothing in the world he would not do for her. Garner, who has spent the past several months juggling her acting career, raising 3 children, and volunteering after the devastating California wildfires, has been encouraged by friends to slow down and focus on herself, especially now that her ex-husband's marriage troubles are no longer weighing her down. The never-ending Affleck-Garner bond. Affleck and Garner, who divorced in 2018, share 3 children, Violet, 18, Finn, 15, formerly Serafina, and Samuel, 12, and have worked hard to maintain a healthy co-parenting relationship. However, Affleck's past struggles with alcoholism have led Garner to closely monitor his well-being, particularly following his split from Lopez. Back in 2018, Garner famously staged an intervention at Affleck's home, helping him seek treatment for his alcohol dependency. Affleck has since credited her as a crucial force in his recovery, though he has admitted that his drinking escalated as their marriage fell apart. "I drank relatively normally for a long time," Affleck told the New York Times in 2020. "What happened was that I started drinking more and more when my marriage was falling apart. My drinking, of course, created more marital problems." Despite completing rehab, Affleck's history of relapse has made Garner and those close to her wary of how he might handle the latest emotional strain in his life. The J.Lo-Affleck divorce that everyone saw coming. Affleck's second attempt at love with Lopez was one of Hollywood's most high-profile rekindlings, but the relationship quickly fell apart. The couple, who were engaged in the early 2000s before breaking up, reunited in 2021 and tied the knot in 2 extravagant ceremonies the following year. However, Cracks started showing when they were rarely seen together in early 2023, and separation rumors escalated after they spent nearly 50 days apart last year. Lopez officially filed for divorce on their second wedding anniversary, marking the end of yet another chapter in Affleck's romantic history. Now, as Affleck moves on from Lopez, the real question remains, will Garner finally move on from Affleck? What's next for Garner and Miller? With Lopez out of the picture, Miller reportedly hopes Garner will redefine her boundaries with Affleck. While he has never pushed her to sever ties completely, insiders say he wants to feel like a priority rather than an afterthought in her life. For years, Garner has been at the center of Affleck's world, offering him support when he needed it most. But as she steps into a new phase of her life with Miller, perhaps the time has finally come for her to choose herself. Whether she'll actually take that step remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, Affleck and Garner's bond is one Hollywood story that never seems to end.